Welcome to the Chip and Cern Show, the podcast about everything and nothing at the same time. They were possibly separated at birth, only to be rejoined to create the sweet sounds that will caress your deepest cochlea. The show is real, random, rant-filled, and ruthless. Please be warned that this show may hurt your feelings, offend your grandma, and even kick your dead dog in the balls. So get ready, and let's get this shit started.
This shit has started. I am Chip.
I'm Cern.
And welcome to the Chip and Cern Show.
Again, welcome if this is your first time.
Mm-hmm.
If it's your second time, welcome again.
If you're a hater, hey haters! Found it. Great. Well, welcome aboard. We'll shoot right out of a cannon. Shoot right out of the gate? We'll do something.
We'll shoot out of something.
We'll shoot out of something. Jizz
Dick
from a dick blister. Hashtag cock blisters. So I work, surprisingly.
Now,
I have a job.
This lucrative podcast we got going on, so
Right.
many downloads. We do work.
We do have a side job to support a expensive coke habit that Cern and I have. That's the only reason we work. The podcast
Coke
brings in the
and,
majority of
hooker?
our... Oh, yeah. I forgot about that, obviously.
We need something to do the coke off of. Some tits.
That's good. Whilst eating sushi. So I've noticed at my job, and I know we've done a little workplace talk before with the reply all email. Cerny has a coffee nemesis at work.
To this day, still happens.
Still happens. Even with the little... I was listening to that episode again for some reason, and like a fucking bee's dick, a coffee in the bottom, then it burns off.
Ugh. Still happens.
And then they go, oh, there's still coffee left.
Yeah. I can't even fill a fucking thimble with this motherfucker. Are you kidding me?
So I wanted to get your thoughts. I have a couple weird ones, but
Okay.
so, well, we used to have at work, we used to have 2 floors. We had the 3rd floor and the 6th floor so half the company was on one floor, but we merged down to 1 floor recently.
Okay.
Anyway, we're on the 6th floor. I never really went up there. It was like customer service and finance, and I wouldn't really interact with them that much, so I wasn't up there. They did have the shower was in there, so I would sometimes
Wait,
go.
You have a shower?
Yeah, I'd sometimes go for a run.
Oh, okay.
And then I could shower, and then go back to work.
Sweet. I didn't know you had a shower.
Or if I rode my bike into work, I could shower, or whatever, rather than having to walk to the local gym, change, go running, come back to the gym, shower.
Okay.
So it was very convenient, and it was free. I could cancel my gym membership, and I didn't have to use that. So
it's free. All it does is cost you a little bit of your soul every week.
A lot of it. And I noticed on the 6th floor, I would go to the bathroom sometimes, and there was various oral hygiene paraphernalia. There was like a rinse cup, then some toothpaste, a dental floss, and a toothbrush.
Okay.
Like at the sink, like how you would leave it at your house.
This is at work.
At work.
Oh, God. Okay.
So now I'm not against brushing your teeth.
Well, no.
I'd like to just state that now.
Duh.
And I think it's good. And there is times where I have needed to floss at work. If you have like some fucking weird thing and it's like in your tooth and you want to get out, you like need a toothpick or whatever. Now, to me, and Cerny, I will get your thoughts on this matter. The toothbrush and toothpaste, I'm thinking of maybe, I've worked there, let's just say 3 years. I could think of maybe 2 times when I have needed to brush my teeth at work. And I don't remember why. Maybe it was like, had like a garlic or, something that I'm like,
Okay.
I'm in a meeting. It would be nice to brush my teeth or something. I can't really think of what that's necessary. So I'm wondering what type of person, what sort of like deep-seated like OCD do you need to brush your teeth at work?
A serial killer.
Oh.
Dexter.
A Dexter of sorts.
Yes.
Now, I'm all, like I said, I'm all for oral hygiene.
Yeah, but it's time and place. I mean,
I noticed there might be one or two of these people in my office, and I've ran into them before. So
in the act,
whilst brushing.
Oh man.
And so there will be lunch, and then they'll go in and they'll be brushing the teeth after lunch.
Wow.
I'm like, okay, that doesn't seem. I mean, I guess I don't know, like what.
I don't think I've ever needed. Now floss, yes, I've gotten stuff to stuck in my teeth, but brush. I don't think I've ever. I mean, I'm the one that drinks black coffee
morning and night.
Oh, yes.
Unless he's like fucking a dentist or something, or they're fucking a dentist.
Oh, maybe.
And they're like, I'd really like to impress her with my oral hygiene and my oral skills in the bedroom. Now,
all around oral.
Yeah. Floss. There's even mouthwash there too. Now the thing, you don't want to use mouthwash during the day because it's going to taint whatever. You can't go have even water. God,
especially if you had garlic. Jesus.
Yeah. So it really kind of boggled me for a bit. And then also I guess I can kind of get over, hey, you're really OCD about brushing your teeth and getting the nastiness of food out of your gums. Fine, fair enough. I'll give it to you. The part about having it by the sink is also the really weird part.
Pack it up in your shit. Have a travel bag.
Get a Daub kit, like a little travel bag. Have it in your backpack or keep it by your desk. I don't want to see your fucking,
don't leave
your Oral B out there.
Unless you're sleeping on the couch at night whenever.
I know. So that part I think kind of.
So one thing about when you said OCD.
Yeah. It's for sure an OCD, right?
Yeah. So when I get people working, well, I'm OCD like that. Okay. So I said, like, so do you know what the D in OCD stands for? Disorder. So it's not something to celebrate.
Right.
It's
a fault. It's a fault. I forgot the point I was going to make. Damn it.
You don't want to look at the shit at the sink.
Yeah, right. So I've seen this toothbrush there before, and I'm a twisted fuck, as you know.
Yeah.
A couple times I've thought like I could really put it down, like rub it on my balls or put it in the toilet or something, like really fuck with this person. They would have no idea, right?
No.
It's like that old Snopes fake thing, like, someone rented a house and they lost their toothbrush and they found it again, and then they developed their camera pictures and they're sticking the toothbrush up their ass or something like that. So I did think about that. I never did that, but I always kind of thought like, that might be kind of funny just to, or move it to like the other side of the counter, or just like kind of fuck with their shit a little bit. I mean, it's kind of
the move to the other side of the counter would be mind.
That'd
be mind fucking. Like, did somebody use this? First off, why would you leave your fucking Never mind.
Now, I'm not 100% certain who this person is at work.
Who this monster is?
Yeah, who this monster is. I have a feeling it's also the same person who brought some of their own kitchen appliances in and has taped instructions to them about not to use unless you talk to this person. So I would say like, I would bring my toaster in, and I would post an index card on it and say, please do not use until approved by Chipper. Please see Chipper for approval.
No.
And then Cerny can come to me and goes, hey Chipper, I noticed you got a nice, you got a 4-barrel toaster there. Could I get my bagel in there twice a week? And I'd be like, you know what, Cerny? Sure. So there's a person that has. It's not a toaster, but it's an appliance at work, and they have it labeled.
Oh.
I'm guessing that's the same. Because do you see like the connection kind of between that?
A strong connection.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
And it's like you could see it'd be somebody that would bring their own like filtered water jug to work and like have a label on it.
So this person, when they sit down at their desk, do they wipe it with their hands and then they square up everything and before they start to work?
They're very meticulous. They very particular. Very. If this is the same suspect that I have, very. Yeah, particular is a good word. Very. Why am I not getting the word right now? Routine driven. Like if you could set your clock at, at 9:30 they're going to be here getting the coffee because they always get that coffee. No, routines are good. I have my own routines and it helps keep people on track.
Yeah.
But to a point to where it's, knew if, at 9:30 he goes to get coffee and you move the coffee pot, that you just,
ruined his day.
Right. He's got, I don't even know. It could throw him into a murderous rage, as Cerny mentioned earlier. So this is the toothbrush guy and appliance, labeling appliance guy.
Okay.
I haven't had any, now that we're on one floor, I'll double check, but I haven't seen the toothbrush in the bathroom.
Oh. Now.
So maybe this person is no longer with the company or something, because I have a couple suspects. So do you have any stuff like this at work? Do you have your own coffee mug?
No, we usually use it. We have cups. We're wasteful.
Okay, like just paper
cups.
Okay.
Yeah,
sinners.
We have that, and the coffee is what drives me crazy.
Triggered. I'm triggered.
What triggers me also is we have bread, obviously.
Yeah.
And when someone gets like a bagel and they leave the fucking bag open, just sitting there. Like, come on, you can't even
put the twist tie back on.
Not even twist it. You can't even spin it and then to tuck the tail. Now you get us to leave it open.
Now
let me fucking child.
It's the same person that does it every time?
Yes.
We have something like this at work too. We'll get
tries to play it off. So I called his ass out on it.
What do they say?
I don't know who does that. It's like you're the last person. You're the last person in here.
Right.
And you're eating the fucking shit right now. It wasn't me though. Somebody else was in here before that. Like, we're here early. There's four motherfuckers here. Only one person's eating bagels.
A lot of suspect. See, this bag holds 5 everything bagels, and there's 4 in there now, and there's half of everything bagel on your fucking desk. So we know who it is.
Some of your chins too,
right,
there, pal.
You fucking. This is easier than the Steve Avery case to lock this up. Now we have the same thing at work. The office manager will get like a watermelon in or some cantaloupe and like cut up fresh fruit. Or we'll get a bagels in from Noah's Bagels. And I'll walk by at like 3 in the afternoon. I'm like, oh, there's a bagel left? And I'll look in. And it's either there's nothing there, which if you took the last one, throw the fucking thing in the garbage. Literally, I mean, from where their table is now, it's 5 feet away, right?
Oh, God, yeah.
Or this is worse, I think. You tell me what you think is worse. This is what I think is worse. There is a quarter of half of the bottom bagel. Like someone had just go, oh, no, I don't. They just like ripped it. And there's like, I mean, a fucking mouse would be offended if you gave this to him, right?
That's the worst.
That's worse than leaving.
We have that now that reminded me. We have somebody who like takes a knife and like, so we'll have donuts, obviously.
Right.
And they'll cut a piece of the donut.
What kind of fucking savage does this?
It just drives me. I see it.
Hold on.
Why?
Now,
why?
I'm not saying you can't exercise moderation. Can we agree on a universal half or quarter?
Yes.
There's no like
this is like an inch of like it's like.
There's no eighths.
Are you sampling?
There's no eighths in circular donuts and bagels.
It's not even like a new donut. We've had this fucking donut since the beginning of time. So what the fuck are we doing here?
Is it because they're like, oh, I don't want to take the last one, or is it, oh, I'm watching my figure, I don't have too much, and they just like cut a thing off?
I have no idea. I don't know. I don't even want to.
That, and then also we have the people that leave the dishes out.
Oh. I have a lot of leave. So here's one. So we'll have meetings and we'll have to grab lunch or whatever.
Okay.
There's a particular person who.
In your office, my office has about 80 people. Yours is like 20, right?
On a good day. Usually it's probably like between 10 to 15.
Okay.
So it's really
it's
close.
easy to pinpoint.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't need to sleuth very hard.
Right, yeah. You don't need to call Sherlock Holmes.
No, I don't need to get my magnifying glass out and start going through fingerprints. There's one person, very nice person, but just drives me.
They have a couple triggers for CERN.
A lot of triggers.
Okay.
So they part of the coffee clan as well. Yes. So already on my.
You should prosecute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're eating lunch or whatever, and they come to me and said, the salad, the lettuce wasn't really that great. I was like, okay.
Now,
it was from Panera Bread too.
Perfectly acceptable lunch.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you, what was the amount out of pocket that they paid for said lunch?
$0.
0.
Yes. And didn't have to do any of the legwork. Didn't have to call it. Didn't have to do, because, I'll expense it.
Right.
But then I got to sit there and code it, whatever.
It's a fucking pain in the ass to do that
fucking
shit.
Ain't doing it, but whatever.
Now, how do you obtain their order? Is there do they have a link, or you just go, give me 5 cobs?
Catering order, just deluxe,
okay.
whatever. This person's a vegetarian, so I always make sure that they're taken care of.
That's good. That's nice.
Or they don't eat whatever it is. Maybe not even vegetarian. They just don't eat meat,
red meat or something.
Whatever it is. I don't even know. I don't even want to ask.
Yeah. But you respect their wishes, and you order them something that meets their needs.
Yes.
Very good.
So the salad was subpar, and I was like, okay. Are you going to call and complain to them? I said, no.
They asked you to do this.
Yeah, I said no. Well, I think you should. I was like, salad seems fine to me. Yeah. But well, I didn't like it. I said, then you call them. You got the number.
I mean,
it's not like it's a Starbucks. Right. We got to figure out which corner I got it on. There's only one around town.
I mean, you're also welcome to bring your own lunch.
Yeah.
Or go buy fucking Jimmy John's or whatever you do.
Yeah. And no. Well, if they give you a survey, you should give them a...
You should shit on them.
Yeah. I said...
Now, with this kind of stuff that you're doing, I'm guessing, you want to spend the least amount of time completing the task. Because you got your regular fucking work.
I'm not the office secretary.
You're not the office... Yeah.
So it's just one of those...
Right.
Hey, you're the youngest guy here, so you get to do it.
You're low on the totem pole, so here you go.
Okay, fine. And I get this all the time, she'll never help with anything, but as soon as anybody, I don't even have to bring lunch. If someone puts out lunch, she appears to complain.
Every lunch she complains?
Every lunch. I noticed the vegetarian pizzas, you didn't get a lot of those. You only got one of those. Yeah, I got you the vegetarian pizza.
You could have the whole thing for yourself because you're the only...
I noticed those things they get gobbled up because everyone loves them. I'm like, that's the only pizza that we have leftovers on. Well, think about it, because a lot of people like to eat those. I said, you could take the shit home. That's the
dinner.
Only fucking pizza we have leftovers. So speaking of which, this is a lady.
Okay.
Lived by herself.
How many cats?
That's what I said. Someone said something like, "Oh, she's like living by herself. She has pets." And I said, "How many cats does she have?" I said the same thing. And somebody goes, "How do you know she have cats?" I was like, "Just a wild." I said the same thing.
Now, as you may or may not know, I'm also vegetarian, and and we had the same thing. Everyone's very good, especially in San Francisco, about suiting to needs. And if you need a gluten-free or you don't like fucking pine nuts, you'll get your own separate shit that's someone else will bring it up 10 minutes later so that some fucking peanut dust didn't get on your lid or whatever. There's a lot of, snowflakes in San Francisco, as the buzzword is now, a snowflake.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That is the buzzword.
So usually, I do kind of see, sometimes it sucks when it's I can only eat this one thing. And then a guy that has, fucking pulled pork barbecue pizza comes by and goes, "Oh, I kind of like this," and takes 3 slices, and you're like, "That's my only lunch." But if there's leftovers,
that was my problem.
You take that. At my work,
I always consider, okay, that's fine. And
that's good.
We have different religions and cultures, so pork,
pork,
that's fine. I get it.
Yeah.
So I always make sure that it's always counted for. I don't want to get in trouble.
Now, there's been cases where there's been entire vegetarian pizzas that were ordered. entire pizzas and like just left over I'm like, can I take this home? They're like, sure. I'm like, hey, honey, I got pizza for dinner.
Perfect. And that's what it was. It was a whole. It was like, I think it was. There was probably like, it was an extra large, and there was like five slices taken out of it.
I could see her point if she was in a meeting and she came out and she's like, "Oh, where's the vegetarian?" And you look over and there's like a fucking mushroom sitting in an empty pizza box. Yeah. Like, okay, I mean that would be shitty. I mean that anyone could say that.
Oh,
it doesn't sound like that's the case though.
All right, then now all right.
I will adjust my order next time.
Yeah, but no, this was like she said something. I was like, there it is right there. Well, I mean it's pretty popular. Like, yeah, there it is right there. That's how popular it is.
Right. It's how popular. There's 3/4 of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. At our work, we have lunch every Wednesday. We have once a week.
Okay.
Some days I love it. Some days it's fucking fried chicken, and I'm like, I can't eat this shit. And they're like, well, Chipper, you can have this like shitty iceberg lettuce with a fucking garlic bread slice. I'm like, well, I'll go get lunch myself, right, or whatever. And it always amazes me people that it's a free thing. How are you even bitching about? I mean, I'll have my own complaints. As mentioned before, I'll just internalize them.
Yeah.
And then I'll tell my wife, and then I'll do a podcast episode about it. But like, if you thought the chicken was dry, too fucking bad.
It was free.
It was free.
And for someone like that who didn't have to do anything, just had to just, first off, they're never in a meeting. Their position doesn't ever have a meeting that I've ever known of.
You're not worthy enough to require meetings.
So that this person, as I've walked by their desk before.
How old is this person?
Old enough to have seen Willie Mays play for the Giants.
Okay. So 60
yeah,
plus.
Yeah.
Okay. His rookie season or?
I don't know. So trying to say, I'm not gonna. I don't want to date myself.
I remember when Ted Williams left for the war.
Has a daughter the same age as Chip and Cern.
Oh, shot.
Yeah. What? I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they said
probably
shot.
not.
Like, I don't know. She's
anyway.
So this person,
so our
I've walked by her.
probably.
I've walked by her desk, and she's working and playing online poker on her phone. I was like, oh, Jesus.
On her phone.
Yeah, on her phone.
That's
Like
not
she has it like in her hand. This is great positive. I'm just demonstrating it visually, but sitting back like with one hand has the phone and kind of like clicking and I don't know. I was like, I don't even care.
The fuck?
I don't give a fuck what you're doing, lady. I'm not your boss.
She's lucky you're not, because she would be. Sounds like she'd be hosed.
Oh, I'd have hosed her on.
For sure.
She's the one. I think I've told you this. I don't know on air or not, but she's the one that. So I like my coffee strong. Now she like tries to fill it up with the
overflows the grain.
You know, and I don't. I usually do it about halfway.
Because you don't need to stick a fucking spoon up in it.
She said, I like to taste my coffee. And I said, okay, I could taste it. She goes, this is tea. And I said, well, then put. We have 2 burners, so put mine on top and you fucking make your own pot. She's like, no. She starts dumping my coffee. I said, out in the sink. I said, what are you doing? She says, I don't like this. I said, then put it on the top burner and make your own. Other people like this. Most people don't like your tasting your. Oh, I'm from San Francisco, and I said, that doesn't mean shit. And she said, so she goes, I don't like this coffee, so I should dump it out. I said, I believe the other day when I ordered the vegetarian shit for lunch. Yeah, I said, okay. I don't like the veggie sandwich.
But you left it there. You didn't throw in the garbage.
And she goes, but I don't eat meat. I said, I think you're failing. I think we're failing to see the point here.
There's a communication breakdown, as Led Zeppelin once said. This person, I don't like them already.
drives me.
Now, this pod is going way longer than I thought it was going to already.
Sorry.
No. At work, for lunch, we have the Wednesday lunch. We have what I like to call the Tupperware crew.
Oh. So
lunch is usually served at noon. I mean, that's when it's scheduled to be out.
Okay.
I would say more often than not at like 11:40, there's the office manager sends an email, lunch is ready. Everyone
noon,
like
plus
someone,
or minus 20 minutes.
Like someone fucking rang the supper bell. Everyone gets up from their desk. Yeah, ding 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 ding. And everyone goes over to the kitchen to get lunch. Now, I mean, people run meetings up to lunch. I would say my office is pretty respectful of giving you 12 to 1 p.m. off. Okay. Like no one will book a meeting over that time. But sometimes that shit happens, right? Yeah. Or like I'll go for a run at lunch. I'll leave at 11:30, get back at like 12:15, shower or whatever. And so lunch has been out for, let's say, 20 minutes. Everyone has one serving. There's usually leftovers, so, people will go and get more leftovers, and we have, sparkling waters and stuff that people will get.
Okay.
And then after that kind of second pass, I'm going to say give it about 30 minutes since lunch has been out. There's a group of various, there's this group of people, and they have their own Tupperware.
Wow.
And they'll go to their desk.
That only shows up on Wednesday?
No, they're there the whole week.
I mean, the Tupperware.
Yeah. And then they'll go through down the line and load up their own Tupperwares with the food that the work paid for. Which, hey, if they're just going to dump an entire, platter of roasted chicken down the drain, take it home. I don't care. But there's definitely been, I would say once a week after the Tupperware crew goes through, there'll be 5 or 6 people like meeting stragglers, or maybe they did something, ran a quick errand on lunch, and they come through and they're like, oh, we're out of food. And then like the Tupperware people are walking away and they have like a couple Tupperwares full of fucking food.
Wow.
And I like,
wow.
And they all sit together in like their own clique. I don't know if they talk about like the best seal lock if you go with the glass Tupperware or the Ziploc brand. But it almost maybe like when I'm like leaving the company, I'll say something to them like, hey, you fucking assholes. Yeah, my last day. You know what? Fuck you and your Tupperware. I'll uninternalize some of my anger.
There you go.
But I mean, that's pretty crazy, right?
Yeah, I don't. Come on.
Like I said, if it's gonna be thrown out, like someone's carrying it to the garbage to dump it out, and you want to take some for tomorrow or take some home.
The other day we had a bunch of extra sandwiches. Someone's like, "Do you mind if I take it?"
Go for it. And this is the thing; it's not an expected and not a regular thing, so that I don't mind. And I have we get catering from this one Mexican place that my wife and I used to live in next to, and they have like this salsa that my wife loves. And I'll say, oh, we had taco bar today. She goes, oh, that salsa's so good. And I'm like, I'll get you some next time, because at the end of the day, I'll look in the fridge, and 2 days later, there's like, those big like quart things. There'll be like 3 of them of the green salsa. So I brought a jar from home, and I like dumped some salsa, and I brought it home for her.
Yeah.
And
acceptable.
Sure enough, that one time I did that in fucking 3 years. Usually I'm mulling it up my asshole like a mule.
Oh, okay.
With the turkey baster. Salsa up the ass. Oh my god.
Oh man, that would be spicy.
And I did that one time, and then there was still leftovers that was happening. So I've done it once, and it's not a regular thing. But these people have their, I'd say it's probably 5 people that do this, and I call them the Tupperware crew.
Yeah.
And to fucking put the cherry on the top, the office manager has sent out, I want to say 3 company-wide emails saying not to get seconds or not to fill your own personal Tupperware up until everyone has had a turn.
Wow.
Like 2 or 3 times, and it's a repeat offenders.
Ooh, repeat offenders, maybe.
So I don't know what to do.
Lunch privilege taken away.
I don't know what to do. I mean, I'm not going to... Maybe citizen's arrest. What do you think?
There you
go. So I would say that's poor work form.
That is poor form.
As is your one-off...
There's a few of them.
Thing.
There's one guy. He never eats lunch with us every so often. He always goes out and gets his own lunch. Whatever. Okay. Is
he just kind of an antisocial dude, or?
It's still on the company dime, but he just...
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
So let's just say you guys get pizza. You go to fucking Domino's or something. He'll go to Subway. Sushi. And then he'll walk by your desk and like fucking throw his receipt on there.
No, he's got his own.
Oh, he's got his own thing.
Yeah. He has his own company.
What is he, fucking Jeremy Piven that he needs sushi every day?
I don't know. But every once in a while, he'll come
mingle.
When
he'll lower his standards.
When it's not pizza or something. When it was like one time we had like barbecue.
Yeah.
He appeared. Oh, what are we having for lunch? I was like, I didn't plan for you. I did, but
yeah.
I always like. So we had this many people plus 30% for people that want to get more. So I already did, but he's like, "What?" I was like, "Oh,
is it sushi? Is it closed today?
Yeah,
on Sabbath or something? What's going on?
The Monday,
Shabbos. That's pretty funny.
So we that guy.
How often do you guys get lunch at your work?
You know what?
Once a week, maybe, or
no? It's like, like last week because we had 3 meetings, so it was 3 days in a row.
And these are lunch meetings.
Yeah, they run through like they start in the morning and then they break for lunch and then you pick back up and you finish it off.
Anyway,
I know.
But free lunch, take it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Are you usually bring lunch or you'll go grab something?
Usually I, do you deliver? Yeah, come on in.
Oh,
do you? Okay, so you're ordering this much now. I gotta tell you, this is gonna be like $500. Yep.
Yeah, we're catering.
Yeah.
It's not for me.
Are you okay with it? Yep. Well, do you want to? Nope, just charge the card.
Just charge the card. Here it is. Take it or leave it. Well, if you have had any weird work stories, I would think Joe or Dana maybe have.
Joe definitely.
Joe,
Dana too.
I think Dana has too, but we would love to hear about it. Send those to the Chip and Cern Show. Wait, Chip and Cern Show on Twitter, Facebook, and all that.
Gmail.com.
Mm-hmm. And if you want to support the pod at work, wear some swag.
There you go.
Some duds, some threads. Look fly as fuck.
Some stickers on your gear.
Oh, very good. Where would they get those, Cerny?
chipandcernshow.com/shop.
Mm-hmm. And if you feel like kicking us a couple clams for helping out the show, some financial assistance, check out our Patreon. Just search Chip and Cern Show, and you can pledge whatever dollar amount.
Couple clams, couple ducats, couple beavers.
Whatever. Beaver? The first time we used that drop.
It is.
That's a Joe Walsh song, by the way. Literally called "I Like Big Tits." Yeah. So we want to hear about your work. Do you have any potential serial killer Dexters that leave their toothbrush?
Oh,
and do you think I should prank the toothbrush person?
I would move their toothbrush.
Just move it. Move it. Don't put it in the toilet or anything.
Especially
like
for somebody that, if it's that person that's
is
that particular,
set them off.
It's gonna be like, oh, did someone touch it? Did they put it in their ass? Did someone use it?
I will not. And they can use this as evidence. I'll submit this to the HR lady. I will not put it in my hiney hole. Or I won't rub it against my dick, my cock blister. If anything, I will shift it. Should I shift it? Should I mirror it, shift it all the way to the other side, or just move it to the other side of the sink? Very subtle to where it's fucking with them, or move it.
Move it to where it's noticeable. So that would be just.
So where's my toothbrush? And they look and they're like, oh, it's over here?
Have it laying down on the. Stand up, right?
Yeah. Have it. Oh. Did someone. No, this might be a little too far. Leave a note thanks for letting me borrow this.
just write thanks.
THX. Or what if I put a different toothpaste in there? Or I added another toothbrush. I'm going to start using this coffee mug. That would be
a bubble fruit.
Or switch their waxed floss out with unwaxed.
Oh. Or if they have a flavor.
That's too far.
Put a cinnamon or something.
They're looking for mint and they're getting the spice of cinnamon. Then I'll be over there fucking, I got them.
You'd have to set up a GoPro.
In the bathroom?
Yeah,
that'll work well.
This is only for practical purposes. Practical joke.
Welcome to the Chip and Cern Show. Chip's been fired. Sexual harassment lawsuit against him.
Chip no longer has a side job at his day job.
Right. So do tell us about your office shenanigans, your office quirks, your quirky office folks. Toothbrush people, lunch complainers, Tupperware club, coffee fuckers. We want to hear about it. Chip and Cern Show, as we mentioned before. And until next time, I am Chip.
I'm Cern.
Cheers.